Hello guys and welcome to a new video. Today was the first round of the MEWC UK Championship 2025 and it was a cool case by one of the Harrys, Harry C. Watson. Yeah, it was a cool case. I somehow made an error on level 7 and haven't solved it in time, but the other stuff is also on the quite easier side regardless the level of difficulty. But yeah, let's jump right in. It could be that there are errors in my answers because I currently do not have the answer sheet or like the case with answers. But yeah, anyways. So let's jump right in. This is basically a text before a delimiter. Yay. So quite an easy case. And then you could copy the level code. And this is, I don't know if I have a range lambda. No, there is no range lambda, but what you can then do is like let m text split, but with minus minus before. Text split those answers. And here I know this will spill, so let's make it that way. So here you have all the numbers as numbers, and now a range is the maximum minus the minimum. If you don't know this, there's at least the explanation here, but yeah, at least in this case, I knew it what a range is. So max of m minus min of m, which will lead to the searched result. So here, this is something I started with creating here named ranges, or more or less create from selection. I haven't used the create table function, so Control T, sorry, where you can create a table and then name it. I should have done this because we will later see what will happen if you do not do this. That's kind of a hint for level 7. But yeah, anyways, so I will not do this for a reason. I will simply all the time refer to the different range. So in this case, we search for this time and where the bus is going. So we simply make an XLOOKUP in this table for the destination area. So we check the example and we can track it down. Now, for each postcode, what is the time what time is the first bus scheduled to go there? So what I then did here is XLOOKUP for the destination area in the postcodes. Look up for the area. That's horrible. Why do you do something like merge cells, Harry? And returning the postcode. Check this down, and we can then simply make an XLOOKUP. Yeah, we can do an XLOOKUP for this here in our bus timetable. Oh, there's also a merged cell, I think. In here, returning the time. Yeah. I think I did this more complicated in my actual case with like an... Oh no, I did it the same. Sorry. I thought I did there some filtering stuff. But the filtering stuff is now the thing. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I want to have the hour, and the hour is somehow with a leading 0. So it's text left of this 2 characters, and the format is 00 in this marks. I don't know the English term for them. So track it down and do an count if s. Count if s. Criteria range is given here. Absolute. There. Now we go. So 17, 19, and we can track it down. 0 for 04 and 03, which is okay because the first bus is departing at around 6 in the morning. So how many buses actually depart each hour? Because if you take a look at this here, you see that there's a turns up thing. Because some of the buses do not turn up because of a reason we will discover later. And therefore I did a rows filter thing. I like this stuff. I think I could also do a... Oh yeah, I could also do a double count ifs. So let's try this out. So then the other criteria range is turns up 1, which will lead to the same result, but I did a rows filter. So filter, and then it doesn't matter what you get in there, but included should be everything that is from this postcode, from this hour code, sorry, and is showing up. So it's basically the same answer, just a little bit longer, to be fair. So yeah, and I need an if error for those calculations. So yeah, actually I think the count ifs solution is better suited for this level. Now I will not do level 7 yet. First go to the bonus question. How many buses actually turn up? You know, there's a 1 when the bus is turning up, and therefore you can use a simple sum. Yay! Therefore it's also only 10 points. One postcode has 10 buses which actually turn up during a day. Which is it? Therefore I use a group by. Group by, the row fields are kind of important for this. Then I want to have the values which are not that important, and the function is count a, and now I use a sort order -2 and a filter array, and the filter array is given here. This should be 1. And here you see sorted for each bus, for each postcode, how many buses turn up for each postcode. And you know, NW9 is the postcode. So now each stolen bus contains 5 tons of steel. Each telephone box contains 1 ton of steel. You can sell each telephone box. Oh, $10,000. Okay, I have this wrong. I've only calculated with $1,000. Oopsie. Okay. Okay. Anyways, I have not counted the zeros. Yeah, guys. Therefore, there is number format. Oh, bad. So 1 ton of steel. So each bus is an revenue or revenue or profit of $50,000. So how many buses are stolen? We have a bus number here. First use the unique bus number, because I'm not sure if a bus is there multiple times, or I wasn't sure at that time. and I haven't counted yet. So then I use a count if s. Count if s. Count if s. Criteria range is given through the bus number, and we want to count it here, and then we want to count if it turns up. So this, then a 1. So this bus is turning up that often. And oh, here you see this bus is turning up and not turning up, so it is actually stolen. And let's see how many buses are stolen, because they're not turning up. We need to, oh, this could also be a problem. I don't know if I've summed this or counted this. Oh, sure, I counted this. But is this right? So, turns up, bus number. Is this right? Are there only that many? 270 unique bus numbers. Yeah, should be all right. Have I tracked this correctly? Yes. Okay, count if s. This is okay, yeah, for sure. So if this is the bus is then not turning up, so I need to count this larger than 0. Count if s, this larger than 0, true. I'm not sure if I can do this here directly in the countifs. No, I cannot. So this larger 0. Sorry guys. So and then we can also do some minus minus here, which is 109. Okay, and then 109 times 50,000 is the actual revenue. Haven't solved this correctly. Also wrong. In which postcode area has the most buses arrived at the destination between a certain time? I think we can also use there a group by, right? Yeah. Okay, but I think I will use here a helper column. So B4. So this should be larger than 9 and smaller than 14. Okay, here minus minus, it's not a number. Yes, okay. The clear and smaller than 14 and should be arriving. So multiply it with turns up. So we get there a 1 if it's turning up and not if it's not turning up. And then which postcode area? Oh, postcode area. Okay, I also did this wrong. Yeah. Because there's a postcode area. Where's the postcode area? Oh, I did this right. Okay. Or is this right? So here. Okay. So I use one of my lambda because I only want to have the letters, which is extract by each number, no, extract by type, and I want to have the letters. So here I have the letters. I can name this here, first name it. POR, postcode area, and then, okay, yeah, extraction by type. Should have done this here. Okay, and now I want to have a group by row fields. And function is count A, sort order -2, filter array is given here. I don't know if I need there actually a 1. No, it's also working, yay! And the answer is SW Southwest _6. So, now, this is KGAR, kind of. So 1.75 divided by 0.0375, and this to the power of 1 divided by 2025 minus 1962, and this minus 1 is this in percentage, and you should keep out, you see, this will actually destroy it, but it's 6.7%, and you should label this as with a point, so 7 without the percentage. Okay, this was the answer for bonus 5. So now let's go to level 7. This is kind of hard, or took me like a while to figure out. And yeah, now let's dig deeper why I wasn't able to solve it. Because without thinking at the beginning, I thought, oh yeah, let's do it right like you should do it. So create everywhere a name from selection. I like name from selection more because of the format of input. The table referencing isn't so intuitive at the beginning, so yeah, most of the time use create from selection. The table referencing has one advantage. When you don't know the table header names, then you can simply type in the table name and then all of them will appear and you somehow know, oh, this could be like the area code if there is name area code or something. Okay. But the table referencing has also another advantage, which we'll see now, because I haven't checked if those headers are unique. And you see here, there's one area, and then there's another area. And I haven't checked if they're unique. So I simply created from selection or create from selection at the beginning. And I overwrote the area here with this area here. And I wondered, what is going on there? Why are my intermediate results quite differently? And so the time ran out, and I only figured out afterwards what was the error. So therefore, one message with this video: check your data. But anyway, so we will do this now without those names ranges and so on, and without table referencing. But yeah, normally it's better to use it. Especially, I think, with Harry Watson cases. I think the census case there, it was super necessary to do so. But anyways, so let's create a data table. Okay. X lookup. I also have a macro for creating data tables, but yeah, will not use it now. I think this is intuitive, so I don't need headers, but let's make it with headers so to have it a little bit more appealing for the eye. Okay, this isn't more appealing. This is horrible. Alt HOA. So L7. Now. So this is a lot to read, so also other guys like said that it's like too much to read. But anyways, okay, sorry, I need to check first the answer, the results for a second. Okay, I have checked the result video. I'm not on the top 20, but yeah, this was kind of expected since I was wrong with at least one bonus question and yeah, the whole level 7, which is 200 points. Yeah, okay. Anyways, let's go back to our solution or to our solving. So, and based on this this here, you get a so-called code stuff, grid referencing stuff, which is then here. And this is kind of the 468 is somehow a distance, and the 771 is somehow a distance. It's not super intuitive, but yeah, anyways. So now, is it actually important if the bus is turning up? I've never checked this. All buses are running. Okay, yeah, I've checked this, but forgot about it. So now I will import, I think, all the buses with their journey time. Buses and journey time. Okay. And now I want to have the code stuff for those, and there is where I have had my error because different area code. Anyways, it's also not intuitive that there is no like message from Microsoft. I should pitch this to the guys. So like a message from Excel that there's you are to overwrite your name. I haven't seen it at least. So and then I want to have the distance between those two references, which is first mid 3 3 2 3 5 and 825. Yes. And here it's we can also do this mid. Is this will this bill? Let's check. 3 and 6. Oh, it was bill. Okay. And then we also, so I do not pay attention to the 5 because the 5 isn't important because you subtract it afterwards and there's always a 5 or a 1, and therefore I only pay attention to this, and everything is like 100 meters. So also you do not need to pay attention for, okay, so basically what I did then was this minus this. Then you multiply it with 100 and yeah, take the square root of this to the power of 2. I don't know the English term. Is it it's to the Quadrat in German, but yeah. So then this and this here as well. I think I can simply copy this plus this, but instead of this, it's the code down here. And in this case, it's start number 6. So this is then, is it the distance? I need to check. Again, this seems like to be too much distance. Okay, now I'm at the error I was before. Yay. Square root of everything squared times 100 is, I think, okay. So, but cancel gardens should be, oh no, it's right, I think. I think the distances are that high. So let's check, for example, the distance that was given here. So between Hampton and Handwell. So let's overwrite this. This is not good. Hampton. And let's search after Hen. How's it called? Hanwell? Hanwell. Henw. Henworth? No. There's no Hanwell, right? There's no Hanwell. Interesting. Okay, anyways, I trust myself. So, and now we need to check. So we only walk if this is smaller or equal than 2000, and this also should be rounded to the nearest meter. First do this, around. We only walk here if the distance is less than 2250 meters or less or equal. I don't know if this is important, but equal or less 2250. So now here we have our buses. We have our buses, we have our duration. Now I also need the time the buses show up. Should have test time dur. So let's copy this in. Now, and this is the walking time because we are walking from our final destination. We calculate for each of for every XLOOKUP value here, calculate the destination, and then we want to have the time. So in this case, the time is this divided by 3000, and this is then the number of hour stuff times 60 is the number of minutes. I don't know if this is important at all, but anyways, and then also around this, think to the nearest minute, but yeah. Okay, so now a lot of reading you see here. Now we want to know the time the bus is arriving then, including the walking time and the duration. So in this case, it's this plus this. We need to... Is this in minutes? Oh yeah, it's a minute. And now let's round, or let's do a mod. To number 60. So this is the number of minutes, min hours, and this divided by 60, and rounded down is the number of hours. So, and then for the arriving time in this code stuff thing, we calculate mid or left 2 plus the number of, oh no, another error. I need to have here the minutes of the start. So min s. So here I need to have right 2. Okay, let's include it in here plus the minute starting 9 minutes 9 hours. Of course it will not work. So, and then we calculate the time, which is left 2 plus hours. Now let's format this directly 2 zeros and text value is number of minutes. Format code is the same. Control Z. Okay, something isn't right. Yeah, okay, I need to check first. Yeah, something is again wrong with the, okay, I know what is wrong. Referencing, Julian referencing. Here we go. So we know from the example that the bus at 1303 is with this distance. We know this distance because it's written here, and it's like 33-minute walk, and we'll arrive at 1333, and yeah, we can then use an minifs, because we have here okay, it should be also, let's use an additional column. So this should be right, and this should be larger, smaller than this. Why is this true? No. So we have there for the 1303 a 1. Okay, and now I need to have the minifs. Minifs minimum range is the number here, and the criteria is given here. So start afterwards, and also not the long walking time. I think I need a minus. It's somehow an error here. Do I want to risk it to have, yeah, let's risk it. Let's make this a number. Okay, let's format this. So this is then our answer. There should be 3 zeros in here. Let's data table it. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 zeros, and for those zeros you want to have 0 for 30 as an answer, so we can manually override this. No, we can't. If this is a value, then I want to have E6, otherwise 0 for 30. Why isn't this working? Okay. Larger. Huh? But this isn't 0. Ah, okay, for sure. This is then the code. So if this is 0, 0 in brackets, unequal to this. Okay. Okay, there's something odd with the formatting. I think no, 4 zeros. Okay, now it's right. Okay, let's hope that the answers are right, but yeah, everything's solved so far. Some errors also discovered here, so I think I'm wrong with this one. And with whole level 7, which should be then 1010 points, but yeah. Anyways, it was a super cool case. Also super easy for all the levels, except for level 7, which took me, I think, in the real life 20 minutes and I haven't gotten to the answer. But yeah, so thank you, MEWC or FMWC UK for this case. And I'm looking forward for the other levels. Thank you for your attention. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.